Brits with us. Shifting focus now is the moment of truth in women's cricket history. India versus South Africa in the ICC Women's ODI World Cup 2025 final live from DY Patil Stadium in Navi Mumbai. Toss at 2:30 PM IST, first ball at 3. Under partly cloudy skies with a chance of rain, but a reserve day stands ready. India chasing their maiden title after heartbreak in 2005 and 2017 stunned defending champs Australia in the semis with Jemimah Rodriguez's epic chase of the highest ever World Cup total. Captain Harmanpreet Kaur eyes glory at home, backed by Smriti Mandhana's flair and Titi Sharma's all-round fire. South Africa in their first ever final demolished England by 125 runs. Laura Wolvardt's 169 and Maiden caps 5 for sealing the deal. The Proteas who've edged India in the last 3 World Cups bring Nadine de Klerk's power hitting and Tazmin Brits' grit to silence a roaring 30,000 strong crowd. I am joined by Mr. Sunil Yash Kalra on the broadcast, who's a cricket scholar. Thank you, sir, for joining us. My first question is, now with the ICC Women's ODI Cup 2025 final set for today, how do you think India's home advantage and past encounters with South Africa will shape the outcome of this historic match?
Well, this is a historic match. Medha, thank you. Good morning for having me on your show. It's a historic match. In fact, the world is looking for a new Women's World Cup champion, and it was high time that Australia had passed on the baton. India was brilliant when they defeated Australia in front of 34,000, which was a record semi-final entry to watch a kind of a semi-final for women's game. I mean, this is one of the best games India would have ever won, and they did it in style. But you must also remember, India has won only 2 of the last 5 games against, and these are all complete matches against their opponents. India has given one of the highest number of extras, and India is one of the teams which has given the highest number of catches, 18 in the entire tournament. So yes, it's a good title for from an Hindi film called Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Yes, we are into the finals. The happiness goes there. The sad part is that we've got to still make some stitches and some nips and tucks in the Indian team if they need to win this match. South Africa is a giant killer, and they've defeated England in the same manner as you would have expected a semi-finalist to do that, and especially after making a comeback after they had lost the qualification match very badly against English girls. But again, that's past. You've got to get out of it. India is now looking for creating history, and what a way to be in that. It's like the best November gift India is ever going to give it to the women's cricket fans. Yes, Medha.
So please stay on with me. Now, ahead of the clash, South Africa captain Laura Wolvaardt has stirred the pot with a bold statement. Asked how her team will handle the roaring 30,000 strong Indian crowd, she quipped, "Hopefully we win, I guess that will silence the Indian fans." The remark, echoing Pat Cummins' famous 2023 men's final wow, has sparked buzz on X, with some fans calling it cheeky confidence, others a misstep. Toss is at 2:30 PM IST, first ball at 3. Will Wolvardt's Proteas back up her words, or will India's home heroes rise? So my question is, Laura Wolvardt's comment about silencing the Indian crowd if South Africa wins has sparked debate. Do you think her statement was a tactical mind game or an unintended provocation ahead of the final?
Well, Laura Wolvaardt, I've seen her in the last 5 years. She's created a nice niche for herself. She speaks her mind. She's a computer engineer by education, so she knows how to choose her words. She never makes those dramatic, over-the-top statements. She will just come in, talk basic stuff, and get out of it. And if you've seen, she doesn't show too much of, the excitement around her. I've witnessed her in the finals of the previous World Cup at home. I did ask her and Tazmin Brits about the excitement of leading the side in the home finals, and she was very cool, and she's a very composed person. But definitely, mind game is happening because the entire South African team and the support staff, they're just raring to go and get it around it. I mean, that's the best part I've looked at the South African team. I mean, they've been composed, they've been giant killers, and they don't show too much emotions. Only after they win, they show emotions. But yes, this press conference and the press note is not only Pat Cummins' thing, but definitely a visiting skipper tries to play it down and just it's like a mock boxing as you know. It happened in 2011 World Cup final where India was facing Sri Lanka. It also happened in the couple of years ago in the T20 World Cup final where India was also against the South Africans. So I think this is nothing new. This is a way of saying that, hey, we are up for it, and it's a friendly banter, I would say, rather than a big sledge. But any skipper would have done that. Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Thank you for joining me with those insights. Shifting focus now. Following the deadly stampede at the Srikakulam temple, former Minister Velampalli Srinivas strongly